What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Happy Valley Huddle. I'm your host, Mike Lauro. Penn State wins the Pinstripe Bowl today as they beat Clemson 22-10. And Lord, was it something today? Oh, there it is. What the heck? All kinds of things going on here. Sorry if I'm a little grogged. Did a full 24 hours at work. So yeah, a little groggy today. But really, really good second half by Penn State. The defense was phenomenal in this game today. They send Terry Smith out as a winner, and I'm pulling for that, dude. I would have liked to seen him get the head coaching nod, but hey, you know, we're gonna have to wait and see what Matt Campbell's going to bring here as we move forward. And speaking of moving forward, this show is actually moving forward. It will no longer be a post-game show. That's right. Starting in August, I will be doing Happy Valley Huddle. Will now become a weekly show, looking back at the previous game, looking forward to the next opponent. So there will be no more Penn State post games. I will be saving them for the Happy Valley Huddle, the show, which will debut sometime in August. So again, just to give you a little reminder, I am the only one in town tonight. That's right. This will be the only one as we slowly start to ramp up. As you seen last night, you had the Birds Blast was on last night. You also had Matty B. I'm sorry, Big Al was on last night. So Matty will be taking a much-deserved break. As you see tomorrow, we are jam-packed, guys, for tomorrow. And it all kicks off at 9 a.m. with Philly AM Sports with me and Al Safiri. Then you have Joe and Will and the rest of the crew out there on the western side of the state as Steel City Sunday locks up, and as they get ready for Steelers tomorrow, Steelers and Browns. So that should be a good one, old-time rivalry there. Make sure you guys join them for pre- and post-game. I will be back after Eagles and Bills. Then at 9 p.m., it is the return of Matty B for his beginning of his week. And then yours truly, that's right, yours truly will have the Clear the Ice with the Flyers and the Seattle Kraken. So the way it looks as it stands for this week, it is myself tomorrow, Matty Tuesday and Wednesday for the Canucks and the Flames, and then I will be back next Saturday afternoon's tilt with those Edmonton Oilers. So I will be back there, and again, guys, I will be on the call. Hopefully, maybe might have somebody pop in or two. Don't know yet. So for the Birds Flyby as we get ready for that big showdown up in Orchard Park tomorrow between Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts and those respective teams. But little birdie, I was listening while I was out doing my job. Something that kind of brought my eye with that Eagles game tomorrow. 1 o'clock might have a lot to do with who plays. So kind of look at those 1 o'clock games tomorrow, especially two games, New England and the Jets, and also Carolina and Seattle. I think if Seattle kind of wraps up, if Carolina wins, you're probably going to see the Eagles starters because they would be a game right behind the Birds. So you would definitely see the Eagles starters probably play that game if Carolina wins. If Seattle wins that game, I don't really think if you do see the starters, it may be for a half. They're going to treat it like a preseason game and give them guys lots of rest. If New England wins that game tomorrow, you can definitely kind of take a look and see that the Bills could probably just pull their starters because they have no chance of winning that division if they win tomorrow. So anyway, let's get back to this game today as Penn State. Again, 22-10. Score was 6-3 at half. And Penn State just puts up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Actually, there was 3 touchdowns scored in the fourth quarter. Clemson also getting in the end zone. But again, the this game really came down to the two defenses. Very early on, you could just tell the weather conditions were getting to them for both teams, actually. And I think Penn State was a little more used to it with it being that cold because it does get that cold up in Happy Valley. You could really tell Clemson was not used to being in the cold weather in this game. Um, I'm going to read you all some stats. Cade Klubnik, uh, 22 of 39. 22 of 39 for 193 yards. No touchdowns passing, and they were getting after him all game long. They were just, whew. And I'll tell you what, if you're a Penn State fan, you got a good chance to see some of your future today with Grunkemeyer, with Quinyon Martin. Okay. They were just, to me, they were just showing you, man. They really were. And Penn State broke out quite a bit of, running backs, today. They had, Martin, they had Hayes, they had Smith, all of them all kind of getting in there. Not so much Hayes. Hayes had like 3 rushes, but he averaged 6 yards a carry. Quentin Martin, 20 carries for 100 yards, 101 yards to be exact. Corey Smith, 9 carries for 17 yards. But you got a chance to see some of these kids that had committed. And I'm really interested to see how this LeVar Arrington Jr. looks like coming back. So I'm waiting to see what happens there. Let's get into some of your comments right now. Mickey Delaney, my buddy from Washington. That's right, all the way out there on that left coast. Mickey, happy holidays to you, buddy. I know he's getting ready. Al Safiri, Mikey, what's going on, Al? I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for our show. So, whew. He said, I'm calling it right now. Hawks win, Kraken win. Mick, I'm not going to disagree with you about the Hawks, but I'll tell you what, they got to fly east, man, and they're playing a 1:00 game flying east. That always throws you guys from the left coast off. I don't know why. It just does. So, yeah, I mean, you guys really, really kind of, you guys get thrown for a loop there for some odd reason when you guys got to come east. But as far as the Kraken went, I don't know about that, buddy. Flyers are playing really good. But, hey, we'll have to wait and see till tomorrow night, see what happens. Flyers are doing pretty well at the moment. Joe Hale checking in says, does Grunkemeyer come back? I think he does. I think if they don't get the kid Beck from Iowa State to come in for a year, and I think he would help Grunkemeyer. I think Grunkemeyer would still stay there even if Beck were to come to Happy Valley. I really do. Beck's would be a 5th-year senior, and Grunkemeyer would only be a sophomore. So, he could help groom him. I'm not real sold on the whole Liam Clifford thing, though. Them making him try to throw the ball, man, we already had one Clifford. Sean Clifford, I used to call him Van Wilder because he seemed like he was there for a decade. My guy had more red shirts than, he had more red shirts than a Nebraska lineman. I mean, this dude had Sean Clifford was at Penn State for probably a decade, or at least it felt like it anyway. I think he was there 6 years, but still, it felt like he was there 12. Every time he turned around, he was playing a game for Penn State. So, Joe Hale said, good win. It was. And I'll tell you what, you got to give Terry Smith a hell of a lot of credit. Because he got a team that was just basically broken. And what I mean by broken, they were broken mentally, they were broken physically, and he got those kids to play. They won their last 3 games, had a 500 record, got to a bowl game, and then won the bowl game. And they played a pretty damn good Clemson team. They're not as good as Clemson teams of the past. Both of these teams had high expectations coming into this year. Penn State was ranked number 2 coming in. Clemson was number 5. So, I mean, and if you take a look at it, I mean, Jesus God, Clemson plays in the ACC, which is the only team they really have to worry about down there is Miami, who's in the college football playoff right now as we speak. So, um, so, but yeah, and Joe Hale says, I'm glad Terry Smith is staying with Penn State. I am too. I'm glad that they made him. He's going to be an assistant head coach under Matt Campbell. I think if it doesn't work out with Campbell, I think Terry Smith will take over the program. I think they just said, hey, look, I mean, Matt Campbell comes with a good track record. You've seen what he did with Iowa State, and they don't have nowhere near the NIL money that Penn State has. They don't have nowhere near the recruiting that Penn State has. And Iowa State's been, one of the top Big 12 teams probably the last decade. Well, I'll say at least the last 7 years. They've been really, really good. So, and, Penn State kind of catches a break next year, too. I mean, if you're looking at their schedule for next year, oh, God. Their schedule for next year is, like, crazy. I'm about to bring it up real quick. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, their schedule next year, which, by the way, I'm letting you know now. I'm probably going to tell my wife. My wife's going to go and get me the tickets because she loves me. But next year, the first 3 games are the usual cupcakes. Okay, but I will say this: they play Marshall at Beaver Stadium. Then they come to the Link next year. That's right. Penn State visits the Link next year to take on Temple. So glad that they finally got that rivalry renewed. That we can go and watch them play. I was down there in 2017, saw Penn State play against Temple. With Temple beat them. Temple beat them that year. Same year Temple played Notre Dame too. Had that classic on Saturday night when College Game Day came to town when Matt Rule was here. But then they play Buffalo. So their first 3 games are Marshall, Temple, and Buffalo, which I'm not going to knock this Buffalo team. Granted, do I think they'll come in and beat Penn State in Happy Valley? Probably not. But would it shock me if University of Buffalo gave them a game? No, it wouldn't. Buffalo's had a very good football program over the last probably 6 or 7 years. So I kind of like what I see there. Then your next 3 are on the road. Okay. And this is what kind of kills me, man, when I see this schedule. Okay. Their next 3, they're at Maryland. Then they go to the Big House to play Michigan. Then they're at Northwestern. Okay. So I'm wondering what game are they going to have the whiteout in? Because it's either going to be Buffalo, Saturday, September 19th, which is week 3, or their next date to have a home game after that, believe it or not, is week 7? Week 7 against Minnesota. PJ Fleck and Minnesota come to town. They have a brief Penn State's schedule next year is like really weird. It's like 3 home games, 3 away games, then it's 4 home games and 1 away game after that. So like Penn State's got a real home heavy schedule next year. Or I'm sorry. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 home games. They have 6 home games, 6 away games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 11 games next year. So if you're looking at it, yeah, they have 6 home games, 5 road games. But I think the toughest one on this list, honestly, is probably Michigan. It's probably Michigan right now. And I won't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me finish out the scheduling. Anyway, after the Northwestern game, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry. They have 5 home games in a row after they play Northwestern. They have Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers, USC, Wisconsin. Then they play their very last game um, out there in Seattle, where they go play Washington. They go play the Washington Huskies. So if I'm looking at this schedule, just looking at it from how it's been just going off of this year, their 2 toughest games would be at Michigan, at Washington. And if you're looking at their home games, I really don't see a tough game there. Maybe Minnesota. Maybe Minnesota. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, the Penn State's got a real good chance next year to kind of jumpstart a lot of things. They won't see Ohio State unless they go to the Big Ten title game. So they won't see Oregon next year. No UCLA. So, right now it's really, really kind of looking at that going forward. Getting back to this game today, let me go over, like I said, I went over Grunkenmeyer's numbers. I'll tell you what, these wide receivers today balled out today. Reynolds, Rapellia. Rapellia had the touchdown in the fourth quarter, man. That kid, he only had 5 catches for 18 yards. But let me tell you something. He caught a lot of the dirty, kind of short passing game stuff for that Grunkemeyer was throwing. He was there. And Luke Reynolds, the other tight end, had 2 catches for 30 yards. What I took out of this was no raw or there was no damn, I can't remember the kid's name. The senior that came from USC. He was supposed to help us and be our possession receiver and couldn't catch a cold. But anyway, Trevor Pena, Trevor Pena, 5 catches for 100 yards today. Devontae Ross, 8 catches for 84 yards. Okay, Pena with a nice long touchdown in the fourth quarter again. So I'm looking to see really kind of like what goes on. I want to bring up the Penn State defense today. And the one senior who did play, Danny Dennis Sutton, 2 sacks today. Jalen Harvey with a sack, and also Valborn Torre also with a sack. Penn State with 4 sacks today. They just had a really, really good defense. Ryan Baker today, 3 for 3. His longest was a 49-yarder from kicking. So again, this Penn State team, looking at it, they closed the season off right, guys. I'm going to give you a quick little rundown because there are some other bowl games that are going on today and that have gone final. So we're going to go around I'm going to start from yesterday's games, and then we'll go right into it. Yesterday, the Game Above Sports Bowl, Northwestern beat Central Michigan 34-7. It was Minnesota beating New Mexico yesterday in overtime, 20-17. First Responders Bowl, UTSA beat FIU 57-20. Pitt lost today. I had Pitt today. Pitt was a 10.5 point favorite in this game. They lost to East Carolina today, 23-17. Penn State, of course, beats Clemson 22-10. Right now in the fourth quarter, almost about to wrap it up, Army with a 34-16 lead over UConn. Also at the half right now, number 22 Georgia Tech beating number 12 BYU 21-10. And that is in, the Fenway Bowl. The Fenway Bowl is UConn and Army. The Pop-Tarts Bowl down in Orlando is Georgia Tech beating BYU. The Arizona Bowl just got underway. There are about 8 minutes left to go in the second. Miami of Ohio with a 3-0 lead. The New Mexico Bowl will be taking off in about 20 minutes. Number 25 North Texas visits San Diego State. The Gator Bowl tonight, 7:30 as number 19 Virginia takes on Missouri. And to finish out today's schedule. LSU and number 21 Houston will meet in the Texas Bowl. Coming up this week, Monday, you have the Birmingham Bowl, App State and Georgia Southern. The Independence Bowl is on Tuesday, Coastal Carolina versus La Tech. Music City Bowl also is Tuesday at the first one, Coastal Carolina La Tech, is a 2 p.m. start. 5:30, Illinois will host Tennessee. The Alamo Bowl at 9 o'clock, TCU hosting number 16 USC. All right. On New Year's Eve, that's right, the ReliaQuest Bowl, number 23 Iowa will go against Vandy. I like Vandy in that game. I've been on Vandy all year. The Sun Bowl, Arizona State will take on Duke. That will be at 2 o'clock. Also on New Year's Eve, you have number 13 Texas hosting number 18 Michigan. Okay, the Las Vegas Bowl, that Michigan-Texas game is at 3. Nebraska and Utah at the Las Vegas Bowl, 3:30. And then here we go. The next ones after that are, hold on. We have some New Year's Day games for Thursday. We kicks it all off with the Orange Bowl. The Orange Bowl, since when is the Orange Bowl on at 1 o'clock? Or I'm sorry, 12 o'clock. The Orange Bowl has always been the nighttime bowl game. At least it was for me growing up. Like, Jesus God. All of a sudden now, man, they just, like, no. If anything, I'd have put the Sugar Bowl on at 12 o'clock. You got Georgia hosting Ole Miss. That's the Sugar Bowl. That's at 8 o'clock. The Orange Bowl, number 5, Oregon at number 4, Texas Tech. Okay. 4 o'clock, the Rose Bowl. The big daddy of them all, Alabama playing in the Rose Bowl against Indiana. So there you have that. And wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. There is another one on December 31st, December 31st, a part of the playoffs. Number 10 Miami at the Cotton Bowl. Number 10 Miami goes against Ohio State. So there you have it for the playoffs. And then, like I said, January 2nd, you have Rice in Texas State in the Armed Forces Bowl. Liberty Bowl is Navy at Cincinnati. Then the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Friday, January 2nd, 8 o'clock. Mississippi State hosting Wake Forest. And then the Holiday Bowl, Arizona, SMU. So there is the rest of your games, guys, as you get ready to go. What did Nikki say? Philadelphia, Nia Pew. Well, thanks anyway. Well, guys, it's been a fun season. I'm glad that you guys took the ride with me. I want to thank all you guys who took the ride. But as one door closes, another one opens. So the Happy Valley Huddle will go now officially from just a post-game show to an actual show itself. It will be debuting. It will be coming back in August as a weekly show. So, again, this will be the end of the Penn State postgame. It'll be more of a show moving forward. And I just wanted to thank all you guys for your support and coming on here and talking a little bit about Penn State football. Penn State 22, Clemson 10. They go out, man, 4 straight in the W column. Great job by Terry Smith. It is now officially the Matt Campbell era. Let's see what he can do. I'm Mike Lauro. I will see you guys tomorrow morning bright and early for Philly Sports AM with me and Big Al Safiri. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Until then, you guys have a great rest of your Saturday night and stay warm, will you? It's kind of cold out.